know, that was a testament of the respect that he had for me, because he wasn't trying to hit it.
Yeah, he wanted to drop. He's an artist.
Yeah, I mean, you know how that is. Hit you want to. So to me, that was a testament of the respect he had for me, and I had to like really, let him know, okay, I really mean this.
Right.
You know what I mean? This don't make sense.
I don't believe Jay Prince is a professional anything. He's a CEO of a rap label, so he's a professional entertainer. So he can entertain. He's been in the entertainment business. He ain't been in the street business. I think that's where y'all get it twisted. Y'all think the niggas in the entertainment business are real gangsters. If you know their name in the entertainment world, there's no way they know gangster.
James, last question. Do you like You Not Like Us? Thank you, Jay Prince.
Y'all, it looks like Drake's other daddy, Jay Prince, is walking out on him too. I mean, seriously, how many more L's can this man take? Remember how Drake was always bragging about Jay Prince having his back and all those deep ties in Houston? Well, guess what? Those days are over. After Kendrick warned Drake that he's ready to go further down that rabbit hole if he pushes him again, the streets are buzzing that Jay Prince wants absolutely nothing to do with Drake anymore. Now, if you've been keeping tabs on Drake and Jay Prince's relationship, you'll know that Jay Prince has been fighting Drake's battles left, right, and center for years. Jay Prince stepped in and squashed that beef with Kanye, put NBA YoungBoy in his place when he came for Drake, and even checked Diddy after he slapped Drake. But here's where things get spicy, y'all. Jay Prince has been completely silent during Drake's ongoing beef with Kendrick. And honey, it looks like Jay Prince is no longer in Drake's corner. This explains why the beef with Kendrick has gotten so messy, because let's be real, if Jay Prince was involved, there's no way he let his cash cow get roasted this bad. So why exactly did Jay Prince abandon Drake all of a sudden? Well, word on the street is that Drake either backstabbed his daddy, or maybe Jay Prince got scared Kendrick could expose some dark stuff he's allegedly involved in down there in Houston. And when I say dark stuff, I mean the streets of Houston are buzzing that Jay Prince might be mixed up in some Diddy level shenanigery, like smuggling women, shady dealings, the whole 9 yards. And that's not all. Apparently, Area 29 Clubs in Houston is where Jay Prince's son is allegedly transferring young women for Drake and his OVO crew. Remember that ongoing line of Family Matters? Drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. On top of that, rumors have been swirling around for some time now about Prince's alleged involvement in the tragic death of Migos rapper Takeoff. And there's a line on Kendrick's diss track Euphoria that some have interpreted as Kendrick warning Jay Prince and Drake that he knows the real truth about Takeoff's death. Now, for my own sake, let's just say these are all rumors and speculations, and I'm just telling you what people are saying on these internet streets. So, the million-dollar question is, did Jay Prince really abandon Drake? And why is Jay Prince suddenly nowhere to be seen when he used to squash all of Drake's beefs? Let's break this down.
And we couldn't get caught up in that.
Right.
That was a moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? We big pitching thinking.
Right.
So we had to keep it moving.
So if you're not clued in on who Jay Prince is and what his deal with Drake is, let me spill the tea. Back in the 80s, Jay Prince was a major kingpin in Houston, Texas. He ran with a crew that had a vice-like grip on the city. But as the heat from the game started to catch up with him, Jay Prince decided to go legit. He made his big move into the music industry by founding Rap-A-Lot Records in 1987. This label gave us the legendary Ghetto Boys with Bushwick Bill, Scarface, and Willie D. You probably know their hit Mind Playing Tricks on Me. Jay Prince also launched the careers of artists Zero, Devin the Dude, Do or Die, and many others. Rap-A-Lot Records and Jay Prince are often credited with pioneering the southern rap scene. Jay Prince also had a close relationship with UGK's Pimp C and Bun B, two southern legends that Drake constantly references in his songs. Drake and Bun B have actually been pretty tight ever since Bun B featured on Drake's So Far Gone back in 2009, and Drake is always singing his praises.
Hey, cameraman. Make sure you gotta get this man raised me in the game right here. You gotta get this man on camera real quick. Yeah, get the legendary Bun B on camera real quick. This is my dog right here. Raised me up from a little puppy dog.
Now, Jay Prince used to be known for always getting his way and never taking no for an answer. And depending on who you ask, some will say he's a highly respected OG, while others think of him as nothing more than a using strong-arm tactics to get what he wants. Anyway, fast forward to 2006, and J. Prince's son, Jazz Prince, discovers Drake on MySpace and slides right into his DMs. Jazz thought Drake had something special and wasted no time introducing him to his dad, J. Prince, and Lil Wayne.
Your dad told you to go out and find artists with a buzz.
Yeah.
Who'd you find?
Drake.
That was the first artist you found?
That was yep. That was my first artist that I went out to look for. I came across all the artists. I came across Soulja Boy before. I came across, that was when everybody was popping. That part of a rock star group. I came across a lot of people, but Drake was something that, when I heard, I was like, I get it.
Okay, so you're in Houston, Drake is in Canada.
Yeah.
How did you come across Drake?
MySpace. I'm the internet man. I know how to get on there and find what I like. And I came across his page, and I was like, and I looked like Toronto. I think that was the first time I ever even heard of Toronto, Canada. Honestly, I was like, Toronto, where the hell is that at? I was like, he's dope. So I sent him a message and he responded. So.
Okay, so you found Drake on MySpace.
It was brand new. It was, I think, a comeback season mixtape, and he had a video, Replacement Girl, him and Trey Songz. That's where I was like, okay.
Now, at first, neither J. Prince nor Lil Wayne were all that impressed with Drake. But Jazz was so convinced that Drake was the next big thing that he even sent Drake some Lil Wayne beats to rap over. Eventually, Lil Wayne got on board with Drake, and the rest is history. Drake mentions this on Look What You've Done, where he raps, then Wayne calls up my phone. Conversation wasn't that long. Gets me a flight to Houston in the morning. Oh, it's my time, yeah, it's on. He's thinking of signing me. I come home, we make a mixtape with 17 songs, and almost get a Grammy off that thing. They love your son, man. That boy gone. So in 2007, J. Prince signed Drake to Aspire Music Group, a label partly owned by his son Jazz and Lil Wayne's manager Cortez Bryant. This move is why everyone says J. Prince played a huge role in getting Drake his big break with Young Money. So basically, J. Prince gave Drake his early cosign, which is why Drake always talks about how he's loyal to Houston. And in return, J. Prince has been fighting Drake's battles and keeping his rap beefs from escalating into something that could affect them both. It's the reason why when J. Prince called for a ceasefire in the Pusha T and Drake feud, Drake quickly fell in line, and J. Prince claimed this wasn't necessarily because Drake was scared of him, but out of deep respect.
You ended the beef between Drake and Pusha.
I guess you could say that.
Now jump ahead to 2021, and J. Prince swooped in once again to rescue Drake from his feud with Kanye West. He worked his magic and got them to put their beef aside for a concert supporting Larry Hoover, the ex-gang leader who got a life sentence back in 1997 for his role in Chicago's Gangsta Disciples. J. Prince tweeted at the time, I met with Kanye West in H-Town at the Rothko Chapel. It wasn't in my plans to meet him there, but I must say, I'm glad I didn't allow a worship place for God to detour our meeting. J. Prince even popped up in that bizarre video where Kanye looked like he was being held hostage while talking about squashing his beef with Drake.
Yo, this is Jay and J. Prince. I'm making this video to address the ongoing back and forth between myself and Drake. Both me and Drake have taken shots at each other, and it's time to put it to rest. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to join me on stage as a special guest to share the two biggest albums of the year live in Los Angeles, with the ultimate purpose being to free Larry Hoover. I believe this event will not only bring awareness to our cause, but prove to people everywhere how much more we can accomplish when we lay our pride to the side and come together.
But even though Kanye and Drake managed to play nice for the night, their truce didn't last long. On Circo Loco, a track from Drake and 21 Savage's 2022 joint album, Her Loss, Drake raps, linking with the ops. Bitch, I did that ish for J. Prince. Kanye also recently joined the Drake versus Everybody beef by dropping a remix to Like That, the Kendrick-assisted track by Future and Metro Boomin that ignited an industry-wide war with Drake. Now back to Drake's other baby daddy, J. Prince. Fast forward to May 2023, and Prince was back fighting Drake's battles yet again. He stepped in to make sure NBA YoungBoy's beef with Drake didn't escalate and warned YoungBoy to take Drake off his enemy list. YoungBoy had thrown shade at Drake on his album Richest op, calling him out for allegedly refusing to collaborate with him out of loyalty to Youngboy's rival Lil Durk. On the track, F the Industry Part 2, Youngboy raps, talked to Drake cross FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Told me that he F with Durk. Damn, that ish getting to me. Told me that he liked the ish I'm doing, but he can't do ish with me. So when we cross our ways, F what you say, B, you my enemy. And that's when J. Prince stepped in and posted a photo of his meeting with Youngboy and Birdman on Instagram, along with a long message warning Youngboy to squash his beef with Drake once and for all. J. Prince wrote, I must address the song where my name and Drake's name were mentioned. To the lil homie, as I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He rolled with me. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list, because the truth of the matter is we got nothing but love for Durk and your accomplishments. When I put Drake on that FaceTime call with you, my intent was for y'all to move forward, not backwards. Two things we get every day is a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination. So as you can see, Drake's daddy J. Prince was always there by Drake's side whenever Drake got into it with another rapper. But word on the street is that their relationship changed after Takeoff's tragic death in Houston back in November 2022. J. Prince's son, Jazz, was apparently in charge of protecting Migos while they were in Houston. And there's been a lot of speculation about Takeoff's death possibly being a setup. And since Drake collabed with Migos and went on a whole tour with them back in 2018, it was a sticky situation, which is probably why Drake stayed quiet as a mouse on Takeoff's death. Now here's where it gets even messier. So you know how on Euphoria, Kendrick raps, his daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the ish that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Now some people first thought Kendrick was talking about Drake's real daddy, Dennis, while others are convinced it was a reference to Birdman. But fans are now speculating that this was actually a reference to J. Prince's son, Jazz Prince's alleged involvement in Takeoff's death, and that Kendrick was essentially warning J. Prince to stay out of his beef before he exposes his son. And it looks like the warning worked, because J. Prince has been completely silent on Drake's beef with Kendrick. Kendrick got the whole industry to clown Drake, and J. Prince is yet to say a word in support of his son. In fact, when they recently asked J. Prince to comment on Kendrick's viral diss track, Not Like Us, this was his reaction.
James, last question. Do you like You Not Like Us? Thank you, J. Prince.
But J. Prince Jr. did give his opinion that no one asked for.
You need to be f***ing me up, right? Because you try to glorify bull. Like, you try to glorify soft shit. You try to glorify that ain't that. It's flaw. We know when flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when flaw. Like, we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real shit. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. We understand what a weak as hell, then he a street, call himself a street nigga. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify the now. We gonna sit here and have conversations about strong as us. We don't have conversations about niggas weak as hell.
Yeah, I don't know what he was saying. So where's that energy J. Prince had for Pusha, Kanye, Youngboy, and others when they came for Drake? This Kendrick situation is the biggest beef of Drake's career, and Drake's daddy has nothing to say about it? Well, word on the street is that after Kendrick sent those warning shots, seemingly referencing Jazz Prince and Takeoff's death, J. Prince completely abandoned Drake. One fan said, K. Dot just told J. Prince, don't let it get shaky, I'll park your son, just so he know what timing he was on. And another fan added, Prince knows he can't F with the West Coast. He knows he better watch his mouth, because this is the wild, wild West, and we don't give a. But what's your take on this J. Prince situation? Do you think he abandoned Drake because he's scared of what Kendrick might reveal? Drop your comments below, and don't miss out on this next video.